is the raddest, has skills of the baddest, magic, swinging, buzzing, the status, practically unmatched, runs all of the gamut, in fact, he's a leverage guy. It's a chat, then wizardly habit, questing, stacking, napping, this can never survive. Witty banter, singing, kitty answers, roll 20 to scamper, tune in, and enjoy the ride. Brady, the RPG cat. Brady, the RPG cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. We're doing something a little bit different tonight, and, well, at least different as far as the length of my memory is concerned. For the very first time, we're actually playing a mobile game. We are playing Pokemon Champions. I just picked up this game a couple of days ago. Is that spending a lot of time surfing Twitch, subconsciously envy of the people who own a Switch and have been able to play this game for 2 or 3 months so far. This is an online game with a lot of the features of some of the older Pokemon spin-off games like Pokemon Stadium that I enjoyed so much. Is where we get together and we do tournament-style Pokemon battles with 3 Pokemon apiece. And so I'm more than happy to be able to get an opportunity to play this all for you right now. Alright folks, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. I do believe that recruitment time is here, so I do get the opportunity in order to pick out a new Pokemon that I can permanently add to my team. Well, at least I'm hoping I can permanently add them to the team. I still haven't figured out the system yet. At some point I'm actually going to get the ability to connect my Pokemon Home account for that, but, you know, given that I've been away from the Switch for so long, I'm going to need to probably find a way in order to renew that before I can access it again. So let's see, who do we have in the lineup? We have Starmie, Water Psychic, then we have Morpeko, and then some Sunfisk, some Quillfish. All of these, you know, pretty good options, you know, particularly when it comes to water, is that, you know, right now I've been using Milotic for water. There's a Golden Go. This is the Pokemon I could not even complete when I was playing Scarlet and Violet. And we also have a Ditto, a Zoroark, the normal Ghost-type Hisuian form Zoroark, and then Semi-Seer, Bellibolt, and finally a Frostlass. Frostlass was probably in my rental team when I first played when I first booted this game up, and I think that they were very good. Um, my still beating heart, however, feels as though I should go with Golden Go. Is that, let me see, they have an electric attack, they have a water attack, they have a ghost attack, and they also have a steel attack, so is a very versatile character, just also somebody that would make a good wild card in my team. So let's go ahead and, oh, well, yeah, I am only going to be able to get them for a trial, so maybe we'll do a few, with that, well, maybe we'll do a few battles with them. You know, I have a tendency to want to play for keeps when it comes to Pokemon, and I do have a rather well-established permanent team going on right now. As I've been playing ranked Pokeball tier rank 1. So. Alright, so let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so I have Absol, Dragonite, Raichu, Chandelure, Milotic, and Snorlax. The opponent has an enormous amount of... Well, they have a pretty diverse team as well. So I think, yeah, because there is a very high likelihood that Lucario may come out first, I want to choose Chandelure, and then any particular advantages to bringing Raichu, yeah, because... Gyarados is on this team, and they have a double weakness to electricity. And then the third one, I believe, should be our, there's a fairy type, so I have to watch out for playing dark types. Probably get Milotic. Alright. So instead of Milotic, probably would have been a better idea. Probably would have been better for me to use Dragonite, but oh well. I made my choices. Okay, Frostlass came out. Well, I am a fire ghost and they are an ice ghost, so there's really only one meaningful thing that I can do here. Well, absolutely all three of my powers, Dark, Ghost, and Fire, would totally toast Frostlass. So down they go almost immediately. Next one is Gyarados. Okay, I could have put money on the fact that Gyarados was going to be on this team. So I am switching to Raichu. Alright. So far, so good. Ooh, dodging a hurricane. That's always good to hear. Volt Tackle, extremely effective. That's the way that they rate it here. Down you go. Get thee away from me with that Gyarados. Alright. Finally, we have Victory Bell. Okay. Do I have anything that has any kind of effectivity here? No, I don't. So I'm going to switch Pokemon. Ooh, Milotic would actually not be good, but perhaps Chandelure would be. Chandelure didn't even take a hit in the last round. Oh, you want me closer to you. Not what I probably would have chosen. Alright, time to flamethrower this. Yes, I am the brain, particularly when it comes to Pokemon battles, doing everything I can in order to manage my type associations. Doesn't work in every match, but it is probably my best strat when it comes to Pokemon battling in general. Alright. Go ahead and let's go on to the next fight. I'll more than likely play until I actually lose one, which May as well be the next battle at this point. Alright, so we do have a dragon type in here. Oh, we have 2 dragon types. This guy likes to double up. Okay, so Dragonite first. Then probably Solid Fire and Ice type. We'll have Milotic for that. And then... let me see, anything that has any kind of particular mystic weakness. Probably wouldn't be good to have Absol. A lot of water types. I need to break up the ability in order for them to use water type. Well, I'm probably just gonna need to do Raichu again. All right. Here we go again. Ooh, okay, Toxapex, Poison type. Let's see. Yeah, so it wouldn't be good to have them out. Okay, for anti-poison, I should have brought in somebody who had a ground move. Oh well. Okay, I'm about to get hit. Okay, well, not so much. They're just doing the arena. Alright. Okay, time to Volt Tackle. I believe they're partially a water type, so electric is still a good thing to use against them. Well, I fainted them. I am going to take some damage because of the toxic spikes. Well, or I'm going to get poisoned. Okay, here comes Dragonite. Dragonite is a pure dragon type, I believe. I do have Play Rough as a super effective attack, but I know that it's an attack that does very little damage. See, that only took off a quarter. Get Ice Beam in return. Okay, I'm still standing, so that's a good thing. I'm going to Volt Tackle. There's an off chance I might fate myself doing this. There's also an off chance I might paralyze. Alright. Okay, I made them waste an Ice Beam. That's very good. Alright, against Ice, I'll bring out Water. Okay, finally somebody was poisoned by the poison spikes. Alright. Dragon Pulse, Dragon on Dragon is always something that is incredibly strong. Ooh, they got ahead of me though, as they get to use their Draco Meteor on me. I think Dragon Pulse is the stronger move. Okay, they managed to stay up. They were wearing a focus band. Okay, this could be trouble. Because they can, in all likelihood, hit me before I hit them. But I'm still gonna go for it. Yep, extreme speed, so yeah, they definitely made it so they would go first. But I'm still gonna get to fire the Dragon Pulse. So down goes Dragonite this time. I believe that leaves them with one Pokemon. Alright, now comes Slowbro. Slowbro is both water and psychic. I could do Aqua Ring. I don't know if it's going to really cancel anything out meaningfully. Okay, Dragon Pulse again. Just try to hit them really hard because they're bound to feed me at this point. You know, or else they can also triple up the defense. Okay, I am very close to death, and so it means that it's worth my time in order to do one more attack. Okay, and then now I'm bound to update. They're using, yeah, multiple iron defenses, which is actually a pretty smart move. Given that they're also poisoning me, so that gives my characters a much shorter life. They'll have my full health Dragonite to bring out. Alright. Okay, I only have the ability to do normal attacks. Extreme Speed is a good attack, but it also doesn't do a lot of damage. And this guy has been buffing himself pretty significantly. Oh, there you go. You know, it also helps that dragon moves are special attack moves, so they have a tendency in order to break through things like the ability to buff standard defense. Hey, do I know my stuff or what? It's just experience from playing so many different games of Pokemon. Alright. Who do we got next? Rasoso. Battling Rasoso. Okay, there's a fire, there's another dragon, there's a ground, so this actually might not be good for Raichu. There's some fairy types, so Chandelure will be here in order to provide the ghost moves. Oh, there are two dragon types. Well, I do two dragon types too. I'll probably be better to bring out Milotic with who also has the water ability. And I wish Dark was able to beat Fairy instead of the other way around. This is, you know, Absol would be interesting if I were to bring in out the Dark typing. Actually, they might be helpful. I'm going to add them simply because they might be good against the two dragon types. Oh. Looks like while I was working that they were busy quitting, so I think I'm actually just going to drop out of this. Unless they, you know, make me fight a bot or something. I tend to think that if, you know, people drop out in these matches, they go as far as showing the animation of them doing their first Pokemon. Uh-oh. Well, now I'm in a loop. Okay, I'm probably going to have to quit this. Yeah, you just see my phone wallpaper, and yes, I do happen to be a really big Ranma 1/2 fan, so there. Something went wrong, causing the battle to not be completed correctly. Am I about to be warned? You're Caraway, the Caraway. I'm so thrilled to meet you. I don't even know what to say. Come now, Totoro. There's no need to get starstruck, I assure you. I heard about Brittany's latest accomplishments, so I decided to pay a visit. Congratulations on your fine work in reaching the Great Ball tier. In recognition of your efforts, please allow me to confer you this great title. Yay, I'm a great trainer. Box's maximum capacity has increased to fit 5 more Pokemon. Now that you can store more Pokemon, it'll be easier than ever to use all sorts of different strategies in your battles. The road to the championship is long, but this makes a significant step towards that goal. I look forward to more great for you. For now, I shall take my leave. Take care. Thank you so much, Caraway. Come on back anytime. Am I catching them all? Am I catching them all? No. I'm mostly using rental Pokemon. Whatever it is you're doing, Brady, keep on doing it. Hi, Teeterman. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right. Just wait and listen to see if my sound is going to come back at any point. Probably not. I have the darndest time, working with this video capture card. Well, see, now I did get my sound back, but unfortunately I didn't get my picture. That's precisely what the problem was. All right. See what I'm going to have to do in order to fix this. Say, it was probably a mistake to unplug my phone midstream. All right. Okay, well, that's a little bit better. I think I just kind of might have shrunken down my, my overall screen resolution. Well, either that or it's just corner stuck now. Ah, Chihuahua. Modernization, folks. Modernization. This is going to start to become a crapshoot pretty soon. Well, going back to my main screen did not actually fix that. Oh, gee whiz. Well, this whole thing worked for like a grand total of one single playthrough. As I'm lucky to even have gotten that. Okay, maybe if I phone restart. Yeah, look at that. Definitely a good sign that my video capture is going to behave now. Yep, that's not quite it. I don't even think this thing is reading again. I just think it got stuck in the glitch screen. No, actually, yeah, I am progressing pages here. All right, well, let me see what I can actually do about this mess. I assume that yeah, doing going over to full screen was still just going to rather stick me in the exact same place I was before. Okay, let's try adding the video capture device again. No, it's explicitly showing me the scrambled image at this point. One existing. Heh. Well, let's see what we might be able to do about this. Let's go ahead and take everything off of the just unplug the video capture workaround completely. Wait a few seconds, hope that it resets. Okay. It took a while, but I managed to get it back. All right, let's see here. That puts everything on the screen except for me. Ah. I think I just might have turned off my reactive. That's what I did. Uh, gosh, what did I end up doing to myself? Did I also just turn off my reactive? Yeah, I think so. Well, while I'm here, I might as well just add it to this section as well. Okay. Well, after some massive technical difficulties, we're back. Let us proclaim the good word of Pokemon once again. All right. Sadly, I think that I'm going to have just an enormous amount of difficulty getting the music back, but hey, that's what YouTube is for. Let's see here. YouTube, multi-hour, no AI Pokemon music stream. All right. They got some of these going for like a little bit more than an hour. Piano. Oh, how I like piano. don't you folks like piano? Assuming there's still people watching after I have done all of that goofy stuff with my phone connection. Okay, anyways, back to rank battling. So yeah, we are at Great Ball rank 4 at this point. You know, I think I would like to actually swap out Snorlax. I don't think there's a team here that is actually good to use normal types again. Let's see. So I said I was gonna try Golden Go, and just for the simple reason that I never got an opportunity to play them during Scarlet and Violet. All right. Let's get to the next battle. This is your easy listening all piano Pokemon Champion stream starring Brady now. I just realized that my music might actually be a little bit louder than the mobile sounds when it was projecting. Who am I dealing with here? Oh, they've got that great big skyscraper dragon. Okay, Chandelure is gonna need to be in here, and I'm gonna try Golden Go as the wild card. But yeah, definitely just also have Dragonite in here. We reiterate, isn't this lovely? A gentle ballet of potential Pokemon battling. So Garchomp is actually a water dragon, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna swap out Golden Go this time so that I get the opportunity to use the electric attack against them. I think that it also must be that they're a Ghost and Steel type. Oh, that was no good. Okay, immediate feint. We know that the Great Ball battles have to be harder. Steel and Ghost, so yeah, Earthquakes were not good against Steel. Shucky darns. Well, now we're doing Dragon again. Here's hoping that 5 will get us 10. Oh, they have a particular weakness against ice. I'm definitely exploiting that. Okay, hitting me with 3 times is not going to exempt you from this. Down goes Garchomp. I mean, you know. I definitely overestimated who they were going to use as their first Pokemon, and I have lost a Pokemon as a result of it. Alright. I might as well use one last move here, simply because I'm going to faint anyway. Okay, we're getting a Mega Evolution. There are a lot of different types of evolutions in Pokemon games, but I think this one mostly focuses on the Mega Evolution. You know, to say nothing of the fact that they added a ton of them. Okay, didn't get to attack again. Mega Raichu has got to be like pure speed. Well, there's only one thing to do now. And so this isn't going to keep me upright either. Just because, yeah, he's going to be first. He's probably going to do an enormous amount of damage to me. There you go. Okay, well, my debut in the Great Ball Cup has unfortunately not been a sustainable one. I'm glad to have gotten at least the minor victory in which I was able to get rid of their Garchomp. We're still on the first track of this hour-long Pokemon piano that I found on YouTube. Okay, so they got a pretty diverse team. They got a grass, they got a ghost, they have a dragon, and then they have a fire. Gosh, who's my major anti-fire here? I'll go with Milotic. And then I will probably toss out well, there's only like one real dragon to worry about, so I probably wouldn't use Absol. I'll use Dragonite again. And anybody particular immunity to water? Probably not. Well, so yeah, for that reason, I actually might want to put in Raichu. I need to check the shop to see if I can actually find some Mega Evolution Stones for my Pokemon. Okay, starting with Tyranitar. Okay, this puts me in a good place because Milotic has the one dragon move. Seems that Scald Water Attack actually does really well against them too. They must be a part ground type. Okay, didn't do a lot of damage. I'm hoping for a burn. I think I can just keep hoping for that. Okay, I'm gonna try Dragon Pulse. Try to see if I might be able to just use the standard HP drain on that. He was actually able to stand up in a lot of defense for that. There's got to be like a very strong ratio of ground against dragon types. You know, I think, yeah, all three of my choices are weak against this one Tyranitar. That's a problem. So once again is that I believe that, yeah, Draco Meteor only does standard damage. It does a lot of normal damage, though. Okay, I'm going first, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to hit the button. Do Draco Meteor again, and that'll be enough to knock them out. Ooh, okay, they did a withdraw. What are they gonna bring out? Primarina, who I believe is part fairy type, so maybe yeah. No effect on this next attack. Alright, people actually know what they're doing in this league. I only have enough to damage them, and then he's going to faint. Okay, they use an ineffective type. I still get to stand up for 2 more HP. Everything is not very effective here. Once again, extreme speed. Take them down pretty significantly. Oh, they had a berry. I think I need to start putting held items on the Pokemon because that's starting to become a liability in my attempts at this point. Well, Raichu is my last Pokemon. Let's see how well we can rip it up here. Okay, here comes Garchomp. Garchomp has a very good overall just very good well-roundedness. Play Rough would be super effective, but it also just kind of generally doesn't do a lot of damage. And then I also take damage because Garchomp has Rough Skin and Earthquake. So that does it for me. I'm going to have to do some team rethinking here. And I'm actually going to find some Pokemon some Pokemon music that has some tempo to it. Let's see. 2 hours of energetic and hype Pokemon battle music. Oh, wow. We're starting out with a Ludicolo song from Pokemon XD. Alright. So yeah, we're doing some shopping now. I need some basic items in order to attach to my Pokemon if I'm going to get anywhere in the Great Ball League. So you may get stones in standard Sceptiles, Blazikens, Swamperts, Mawiles, Metagrosses, Staraptites, Goloptites, Grafnites, Tresnuts, Greninja, Pyroar. I mean, 2,000 VP for one Megastone. That's most of my allowance at the moment. I'm still waiting to see if I can find one for Pokemons that I own. Oh, well, Dragonite has one. Alright, is there anybody else here? Skarmory, Gardevoir, Sharpedoneite. I really like Chandelore's. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. I think maybe they need the biggest boost right now. I'm gonna buy the Mega Stone for Chandelure. Okay, held items. Expert belts. Boost super effective moves. I definitely could use a gosh, what do they usually call that? A quick band. And these are all berries on the bottom. Wide lens, zoom lens, increases accuracy of moves. Silk Scarf, boosts normal type moves by 20. Yeah, these are all just kind of like booster moves. I'll get a Mystic Water, and I will put that onto Milotic. Alright, so... the question then becomes, how do I add held items to... Okay, Dragonite, check summary. Alright. Okay, held items. See, these say recents. Mega Stones. Oh, I have one. I have some for Raichu. Raichu X and Y and Chandelurite, which I just bought for Chandelure. See, I forget what the two forms look like. I think the one that I fought in the arena just now was Raichunite Y. I'm gonna try X. Alright, so Focus Sash. Endures hit for 1 HP. I would rather have that on Snorlax, but since Goldingo is here right now, I'll put it on them. Quick Claws. Could definitely use somebody with a Quick Claw. Probably Dragonite. And then I said I was going to give Milotic the... let me see, Power Boost. I was going to give them the Mystic Water. Alright. So now everybody has held items. Well, Absol only has a berry. I wonder if I want to change that. Metronome makes moves that are repeated stronger. Say, I don't know if it's going to be particularly useful, but Absol can hold the leftovers. Alright. Let us battle once more. Great Ball tier rank 4. It's actually time to go up the ladder. At least I hope I'm going to get an opportunity to go up the ladder. Alright. Okay, there is a Snorlax on this team. There's also an Abomasnow. I think it actually might be good to lead with Milotic. Fire against 1 Beedrill. And then also a Dart type, so... Then, yeah, Dragonite, because there's also a dragon there. So, yeah, I'll start with these three. Ooh, King Gambit. King Gambit is fighting and also steel. I think I might be able to do damage with them using Scald. Let's see. Nope, not very effective. Okay, I'm gonna risk swapping here. I'm hoping that, yeah, the first move they do is a physical move, then it'll go right through Chandelure. Oh, well, Scary Face. Okay, they're starting with a stat drop. Severely slows me down. Okay, see if I can still go first when I do this flamethrower. Yeah. The best defense is a good offense, particularly when moves like Scary Face are involved. Alright, so I have nothing to fear here because, yeah, that's a normal, and I'm going to Mega Evolve, and then I am also going to Flamethrower. We actually get to see some of these now. So, Mega Evolve Chandelure, pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to total them. But also, yeah, Body Slams are not going to affect Ghost Pokemon. Let's try Dark Pulse. Okay, that's doing very little damage as well. They keep trying Body Slam. You're not going to Body Slam a ghost, dude. Okay, time to do a buff of my own. I'm going to Sunny Day so that I can increase my Fire-type moves. Screech. Yeah, did a little bit of, well, didn't do damage. It just kind of severely limited myself. All right. So, yeah, slightly stronger Flamethrower now. So he's trying for a harsh defense, and then more than likely he would do something to follow up with that. But it's not going to be a strat that works, because I'm still attacking them. Awesome. Okay, here comes Hydreigon. Hydreigon, yeah, as we had previously stated, the dragon type of this. I'm going to swap, even though, you know, it was fun playing with Mega Chandelure for a while. They're going to return to normal now. Okay, they're doing Taunt. I don't know if you want me to be in closer quarters with you, but... because, yeah, we're going to use that super effective Draco Meteor on you now. Plus, I got the Quick Claw. It was really good to equip that to Dragonite. Means that they get to go first sometimes. Okay, so that's 2 down. Alright. Done and dusted. Okay, so that is my first victory in Great Cup. Gotta love it. Alright, so they have a pretty significant water type here. Well, 2 of them, in fact. Maybe it might be good to lead with Raichu. And then, yeah, so Vanilla Ice, so Chandelure should also go in there. And, yeah, pretty significant Ghost type, too. Let's use Dragonite. Alright. Alright. Time for the next. Yeah, Politoed. I had a feeling, yeah, they were going to lead with a water type. So we're having fun with Mega Evolution at this point. Mega Evolve and Voltackle. Oh, okay, so no, this was Raichu X. I don't know what Raichu Y looks like. Pretty good, pretty okay. Way to go, Raichu. Meowscarada, plant type. Yeah, they have anything. Well, they have Drain Punch, which is a fighting move. I think it goes against dark typing. So that also, with my punch, healed me up to full. Of course, they're going to hit me with a super effective move, hopefully something that's not going to faint me. But then I'm going to do Drain Punch again. Okay, here comes Greninja. Greninja can suffer as a result of Voltackle as well. There we go. Team 2's in the books. Alright, matchmaking further. Okay, Belly Bolt electric type, Clefairy fairy type. Yeah, I think there's an outside chance that Belly Bolt is gonna come first. Alright. I don't think there's much of a reason for Milotic to be there, but... oh well. So, Belly Bolt is an electric, but also a, also a water type. Unfortunately, my electric attack isn't going to do much here. Ooh, okay. This is a problem because they're absorbing my blows. I only did a very little damage, Drain Punch did this time. Yeah, I think I accidentally reversed that one on myself. Sending Raichu on the field actually puts an electrical current on the field, and they are more than capable of taking advantage of that as well. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here. I'm about to go down in rank. Ain't a lot I can do about that. Okay, won the coin toss on my quick claw. Okay, this isn't going to total me the same way it did with Raichu, though. Okay, so I think, yeah, we've got a fight going now. Because on the off chance I actually might be able to get a freeze. Oh, he has a move that actually transforms people into the water type. I think that was one of the tactics that was actually used by Ash Ketchum in the original Pokemon. That he set off the water sprinklers, and then that was able to allow him to defeat Brock's Onyx. I'm so dead. I might want to Aqua Ring myself. I'll last a few more turns because of the healing. Good chance that that actually might not. Given that he had recently used his parabolic charge, it's not going to total me just yet. That's effectively what's going on with that. Gosh, that thing is nuts. You know, I'm probably going to want a Belly Bolt for one of my future teams. Alright. Well, I can't feel too good about losing 2 matches in a row, but we're still going for it. It could also have been that Belly Bolt only seems to charge up when it comes to special attacks. And my team seems to have that in spades. Okay, there's a fire and a bug, so yeah, I definitely want Chandelure. And then, yeah, there's also a steel type. Then, the fairy type, Dragonite, and then, I think that's a rock water type. So, we'll have to see who else we throw out when it comes to that. Well, maybe Militech would be good for that. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Okay, good type advantage out the gate. Let's Mega Evolve and Flamethrower. Okay. The good news is that was a bug type move and was not very effective. The bad news is, yeah, they're going to get a free switch. Okay, now they're Basculegioning. Yeah, that did very little damage because that's a rock-water type over there. Okay, probably good time for me to switch. Let's bring in Militech. All right. Ooh, that hit really hard, even though it was a water move. All right. Yeah, water attacks are not going to be very effective. I can use Dragon Pulse. With a combination of leftovers and... Oh, well, never mind. Yeah. I was going to try to see if I could last using a combination of leftovers and Aqua, but unfortunately I wasn't given the opportunity to. Yeah, in the end, they do a lot more damage to themselves than anybody. They're a downright battering ram. So get to go first because of Quick Claw. Alright, phew, okay. Meteors were enough in order to defeat the battering ram. That's good, that's very good. Alright, here comes Masquerada again. Fire Blast him. Okay, that took down half. Masquerada has got a bevy of moves that actually change their basic type every single time they come out. That's actually a very versatile way of using them. Oh, well, okay. I always hit twice. That was the unfortunate end to that. Alright, well... Nobody left except Chandelure. Out comes Metagross, who is a Steel type. They'll still take a significant amount of damage from this. Oh, wow, one-hitted it. Should have known better than to pit a frying pan against the fire. Alright. Oh, wow, that was a big knockoff. That's a shame. Well, it was close, but unfortunately I have snatched defeat from the hands of victory. Alright. Alright. I am undeterred, because I've been doing 50-50 on these Great Ball battles so far. Oh, I forgot. Milotic is holding Mystic Water. They're not holding the leftovers. Absol is holding the leftovers. Okay, Ghosts on this team. Dragons on this team, too. I actually might want to lead with Dragonite. Chandelure is slightly more direct fire type. You know, I think I used to do Earthquake with Snorlax. I should put Snorlax back on this team. And, yeah, also a water type. So Raichu and... I'm going to try Golden Go again. Start out with Sylveon, who is the fairy type. Okay, I should be able to roast them. Well, no, actually, fire is doing normal damage. Okay, that did a substantial amount of damage. Psyching up. Copying stat changes, well, I currently don't have stat changes. Let's try Ice Beam this time. Okay, I finally got a frozen. Extreme speed. Oh, okay, they got to stay up, unfortunately. They're still frozen, though. Okay. If the trainer was smart, they would withdraw. Okay, out comes Beedrill. I wonder if... Yeah, fire is super effective against insects, so... We're definitely doing that. One hit. Sorry, Beedrill, love you, man, but we are losing our light here. Time for Hydreigon. Okay. Dragon types get dragon moves used against them. Down you go. Who doesn't like Dragonite? Still, Gen 1, still top of the tier. We still be battling. Okay. They've got a tank in the form of a of a Venusaur. You know, I might actually want to double up on the fire types in this one. And then everyone else kind of seems to be, yeah, a bit on the dragon tip, a bit on the bug tip, so... All right. There's Venusaur, and here's Chandelure. And now you're going to get roasted with a Mega Flamethrower. As I recall, some of the Gen 1's, the Gen 1 Pokemon starters were actually pretty high in the speed department. Oh, they're gonna Mega Evolve too. 54%. What are you doing? Toxic? That is very high possibility I'll get poisoned. Yeah. And I also believe that that is a poison that does collateral damage. Okay, you're bringing out Dragonite. That's my non-effective attack. Alright. Yeah, I might as well risk swapping Pokemon as well. See, against a Dragonite, I'll use Militech. Well, they are more than happy to use a Dragon attack against me. Didn't do a lot of damage. Okay, well, now we're gonna have a dragon fight. Not much we can do about that. Okay, that did a significant amount of damage, but they are faster than me. So yeah, unfortunately, Militech's gonna get sacrificed in this one. Okay, and then I'll bring out my Dragonite. See if Quick Claw might save me in this situation. Alright, here we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're on to... Well, that's one down, but two to go. I got really close to clocking their Mega Venusaur. So, Ice would be super effective here, so would Fire. I'll try Ice. Okay, that did very little damage. This thing is a real tank. Okay, yeah, then he's gonna Toxic me again. And this is basically how the battle is gonna go for a while. Okay, they got a burn. Okay, I got Drain Seeded. And then also I'm going to take the cumulative toxic damage. Alright. Okay, protect themselves from one attack. Which means that the Fire Blast is not going to go through this turn. Then it'll drain me, and then it'll do Toxic. Not a bad strat, quite to be perfectly honest. Okay, it still succeeded in using Protect. This situation, there's a very high likelihood they can simply wait out. Okay, I am very low on attack. I'm hoping for a Quick Claw to come through. Yeah, okay, yeah. You can get 2 protects in a row, but often not 3. And I'm going to faint this turn. Only standing Pokemon is Chandelure. I believe that they still have Toxic on them. Oh yeah, his Protect just did not want to recharge. Not a bad strat, but not a particularly lasting one. Okay. King Gambit. Steel type. Well, also a fighting type. But fighting moves can't hurt Ghost. Okay, he stayed up with one. He's gonna sword dance? Really? You already saw I go first, don't you? Alright. Let's put the kibosh on this. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, I give it my best shot. Very well put together. Unfortunately, I'm at the beginning of the Great Ball tier as a result of that loss. I think I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Okay, whole heap of dragons here. Yeah, definitely going to have to lead with Dragonite. And then Milotic. And then, let's see, when it comes to everybody else, we got a plant type. Might as well just bring out Chandelure again. Get that fire going. Alright. Let's fight. Draco Meteor will do a treat right here. Unfortunately, I didn't get my quick shot. Okay, oh wow, I got, yeah, pretty hit close to the entirety of my HP. Oh my god, the Viewbot chatbots have attacked. I hate those things. Yeah, I hate those things too. Well, he made a pretty good bid in defeating my Garchomp, but unfortunately, yeah. Gen 1 once again shows its perspicacity. Alright. Who are you sending out? really hope that they're thinking instead of, you know, quitting, or worse yet, getting me caught in a loop like at the very start of the... Okay, all of my moves will do normal damage, but then there's also just the very slim chance that Dragonite is going to faint this turn. Yep. That one couldn't have been helped. Wouldn't be good to send out the water type against Raichu. So here comes Chandelure. We're gonna Mega Evolve, and then we are going to Shadow Ball. I had a feeling that they were gonna do it too. So that's what a Raichu Y looks like. Oh man, Surf always needs nerf. Surfing Raichus, what does the world come to? Yeah, I'm so dead. Up, 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 up. As if my Pokemon battling wasn't bad enough. I now have to get bloated up. No, I forget, I'm not winning this one. But hey, how you doing, Reapers here? Because you signed on, I was going to make this my last match, but I think I'm going to go on for another one, just so that you can watch it. How do you like that? Up.
Don't let your kids watch it. Before you know it, they're gonna be eating sports candy and moving and running and jumping and dancing and being healthy.
Telling me that I thought you were actually gonna want to see me continue battling. I don't care, I'm still doing it. So there. Woohoo! So, you know, I did something very special for this stream. I actually hooked my mobile phone up to my video capture card, and it sorta works. The sound goes out every once in a while, and so does the picture. Which, you know, took up an enormous amount of the stream a bit earlier. Sizable amount of plant types. And also dragon types. Alright. Hi, Agrin. Want a copy of Mew or a Mewtwo? You have a copy of Mew that you can give me? I still need to set up Pokemon Home in this thing. Let's see. Okay, well... Mega Evolve and Flamethrower on the Steel type. Okay, Whimsicott is next. Is partially a plant type, I understand. Poor bastard. Let me go ahead and let me send you a DM about that when I'm off stream. I'm definitely interested. Not very effectives everywhere at this point. Okay, I'm going to need a switch. Oh, my big fat fingers. There we go. Tyranitar has knocked me out a little bit earlier in this stream, so I wouldn't be too surprised if this was going to be a very difficult battle. Getting hit by earth attacks is not very fun. Oh, and Draco Meteor only does normal damage. That must be because of the ground type as well. I don't think I'm able to even access my Pokemon games. I've left them alone for a very long time, and the batteries inside are probably dead. I probably need to re-establish my subscription to Pokemon Home and then start using it in this game. Okay, I'm getting taunted. Yeah, barely made a scratch with a Meteor Blast. Not something that you quite want to hear. So, Quick Claw into Ice Beam. A freeze would be really useful now. No such luck. Yeah, I'm probably going to just lose to this Tyranitar. Alright, that leaves Milotic. I mean, you know, water... Slight advantage against ground. Okay, that was enough to faint them. So, the only cartridge Pokemon game I have right now is Pokemon Ultra Sun on... Well, Pokemon Ultra Moon, actually. Pokemon Ultra Moon on 3DS. There was a time when, you know, I downloaded all of the special edition Pokemon that just before Nintendo decided to stop 3DS services. Just so that I would be able to have them, and I'm pretty sure I have them uploaded in my Pokemon Home account. I've got to get that thing back. Okay, so we've got Fire, Steel. We've got a lot of Steel. Okay, so Chandelure, definitely first. Gosh, yeah. Washer Rotom turns it into water. Yeah, mostly fire types. So yeah, then Milotic. And then, yeah, Dragonite. I seem to be using these guys a lot, but you know, they are the most versatile ones. Still waiting for the other team to pick their Pokemon. Unless they had to go take out the garbage or something. Okay, here we go. Okay, yep. Starting with the great big night guy. You inherited the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. Okay, they have something that I think creates fire immunity. Okay, now we're getting cursed. It did half of his damage. It left me with a quarter of mine. Okay, this might be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. But all of my moves are super effective against it, so... something's gonna give. There we go. You know, Ceruledge... well, all of the evolved forms of, all the evolved forms of that one steel fire type, they're pretty cool looking, but they are glass joes. They are paper tigers. Haven't found one I couldn't beat yet. Yep, well, here we go again. I think I'm gonna Dark Pulse this one. Kudos on them for using their favorite Pokemon all the way through. Okay, I think I'm fainting after this, yep. Also now, yeah, I'll just bring out Milotic and I'm gonna hose them down. They've got some interesting tactics, I'll give them that. Okay, that's 2 down. I'm able to stand up against much of their onslaught, but yeah, I've taken a pretty significant amount of damage at this point. Okay, who's your final Pokemon? And please don't tell me it's a little iron guy. Oh no, it's Water Rotom. Okay, well, I don't think I'm long for this world. Might not be worth it to use the Aqua Ring. Hey, who else did I bring out of here? Dragonite? Dragonite doesn't have an Earth move. More than likely that they should. Alright. Well, I'll start out by getting paralyzed. That's always fun. Okay, that took a significant amount of damage. Assuming that I can make all of my next moves, then this washer is going to be toast. And down you go. Yeah, you should done roll out. Done and dusted. Well, I was going to make that my last match, but now we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, so I might as well do one more. I'm not getting pretty severely addicted to this game or anything. Perish the thought. The great brainy so thoroughly hamstringed by simple Pokemon battles on my mobile phone. Okay, let's see here. Okay, pretty significant amount of ghost types. A poison type. Okay. So, I think Raichu is going to need to be in here, but also Chandelure and against the fighting types. A fighting type clobbered me in a previous round, even though I was using Ghost. Let's try Absol. Try to see if we can get that Dark in. For the first time, not bringing either of my dragons into a fight. Hope that's not going to come back and bite me in the rear. Okay, fighting type first. Okay, this could be a mixed bag. Okay, super evolve, and unfortunately not a super effective move. Flamethrower. Okay, that did a lot of damage. And a burn. Okay, am I mistaken? Is fighting always strong against ghost types? I think maybe I'm making a very critical error there. I'm assuming that he's going to want to switch Pokemon. I assumed wrong, but I took the W. Okay, here comes Raichu. Once again, nothing too effective. I'm just going to leave it to Flamethrower again. And, of course, they're going to evolve into Mega Raichu. Okay, yeah, I fainted. I actually put in here that was anti-electric. Actually, nothing. We're gonna have a Raichu battle. Yeah, I don't have the ability to Mega Evolve again, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna stand up for this one. Oh, drat. That just leaves Absol. I haven't put you in a while. I certainly hope it's worth it to use you as my wild card. Alright. Psycho Cut, Sword Gat, Sucker Punch. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 Pokemon down. Well, both on our last, and we're both at full power. This is getting exciting. Here comes Hydreigon. Of course, he had to pick out one of their dragons, because I wasn't using either of mine. Oh, okay, all of my moves are weak against this. I am so dead. Yep. Well, that was good, but he who laughs last came out strong. Alright, folks, well, that's all that the Bringster had prepared for tonight. Well, other than all those times that I went into overtime, but, alright, let's go ahead and let's choose somebody to do a raid on. Alright. So let's see, who'd be on right now? I think I would like to pay a visit to, see. I think Taffy Forever is on. Brent Zone is too. And Kumabozu. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to go over to Casafel right now. They're doing art. They're experimenting a little bit in Blender. I think that would be pretty interesting to watch, but of course, I believe that. Yeah, I played the Brainy card, but the cat bit me. Well, yeah, that's what you get for playing the Brainy card. You know, I'm not the genie from Aladdin. Oh, look at me, I'm a cross-dressing nanny. That's what I get for shooting my mouth off. Alright, folks. I leave you in the very capable claws of my good goblin friend, Casafel. In the meantime, is that I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a stream that begins at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm going to be playing a retro platforming game. I'm going to be playing Donald Duck is Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow. And I'm going to be doing it with Gold Tea Fish. So, yeah, look forward to that one. In the meantime, though, remember that BRANY means smart. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Always be the change you want to see in the world. Have a good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for watching.